Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 8th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today, we're thinking about some social distancing practice that we kind of wish would stick around after the pandemic is over. I myself have been getting a lot of enjoyment out of Zoom, for which I have a free account that cuts you off after 40 minutes, but that's usually about enough. I had one get-together with my friends, a group of friends that I hadn't seen for a while, and then my best friend and I set up a weekly Zoom meeting, and then her husband and my son set up a weekly Zoom meeting, and then I thought, who else can we Zoom with? So my son's Friday night social group that hasn't been able to meet, I said to them, how about we all meet on Zoom? So every Friday night at 7 o'clock, they go on Zoom and all kind of talk at each other, but it's nice to see people. And then I thought, who else can we do? So we got together my son's old speech group that he hasn't seen in about 5 years, and his old speech therapists, and they all got together last night. And I think we have possibly a Zoom rosary for the Rosary Society at my church I'm going to put together coming up. So I've been having all sorts of fun with that. And at some point, people will once again be able to be in one another's vicinities, and we won't want to do that sort of thing. But, you know, I can see all sorts of uses of Zoom for not just meetings, but personal use in situations where one-on-one contact with another human being might be stressful or sickening. It doesn't have to be a virus. It could be like an IEP meeting. Would it be less stressful to watch that on a screen than to sit in that room while people read terrible things about your kids? I think I'd rather be in the comfort of my own home, eating chocolate, and occasionally muting people. I think that would be helpful. I think that, the ability to turn off my video when I'm about to cry would be helpful. I can see also teacher conferences. Don't have to trek down to the school. You could just fire up Zoom and tell me about my kid. PTA meetings. Why should everybody have to go down to the school on a lot of times parents don't go to PTA meetings because it's on a school night and they've got kids home and they're making dinner or they're doing various things. They're helping with homework. Just put it all on Zoom and you can all just, you could mute. There's definitely people in a PTA meeting you want to mute. You could just put them on mute right at the beginning and they would never have to know. Whoever's the host of the meeting could put them on mute right
That's
at the beginning. Good idea. So, I think that there are certainly family gatherings where it would be helpful to just do it all on Zoom. Everybody cook your own turkey and let's sit down and we can just close the lid of the computer.
Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Or just maybe a drive-by Thanksgiving. On the way from Boston Market to home, you can drive by my house and wave at me. That'll be good.
Call it a day.
Just give one of those no-contact pumpkin pies at my doorstep and head off. That'll be sufficient. So
I have to say, we really enjoyed the pandemic-style citizenship ceremony that we had.
Oh, yeah.
That we had the other day, I guess it'd be last week for my daughter. It was very abbreviated and in lieu of a 5,000 person gathering at the LA Convention Center. So those kinds of, red tape ceremonies that take forever.
Right.
We could really appreciate, or we do appreciate those abbreviated versions.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, one of the boards that I'm on has been meeting by Zoom, and we don't even have the paid version, so the meetings have to be 40 minutes.
That's actually a very good thing because there's not that many meetings that need to go beyond 40 minutes, to be honest.
And of course they always do when you're in person, so this is fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Not my fault. I didn't cut you off. Darn that Zoom.
Yep.
Don't have to tell anybody that you secretly paid for it, but you just like turning it off.
Yes. And, don't we could keep up with the drive-by parades and yard signs for birthday parties and other celebrations. That seems to be working quite well. As you go on walks, you can check out all of the signs. I know for my kids, when it was their birthdays, they got a birthday card from a neighbor that they wouldn't have gotten if we didn't have signs in the yard. So
think how much easier and cheaper than the normal birthday party. When it's your kid's birthday, just put a sign and tell all their friends to drive by and honk, and that's it. Everybody go home. Right. Nobody needs to bring presents. We don't have to make a big cake. We don't have to buy pizza. We'll just, just wait.
Easy peasy.
That'll be it. You're honored. There you go.
Well, I know one thing that I'm definitely going to keep around that I've been enjoying is having somebody else do my groceries for me. I'm just going to pay the extra couple dollars, and that would be the gas that it would take for me to drive there. So I'm just going to save myself and not have to do that. I really like that service.
And I like the way that it extended into a lot of different retail. And I wish they would keep doing that. I mean, you've always been able to order something online and then go in the store to pick it up. But this idea of you order it online and then you just drive into the parking lot and somebody puts it in your car. That's
curbside.
Awesome. Yes.
That's awesome.
I would keep that. Can we keep that curbside for every merchant,
Wouldn't that be nice?
Bookstores and clothing stores, and just put the bag in the back. I've already paid for it. I'm just going to, no need to.
Wouldn't that have been nice to have had when we had young kids and we didn't have to pull them out of the car?
Oh, my gosh.
Right?
Yes.
Think about how amazingly easy parents are going to have it now.
Oh, wow. Especially, I hadn't thought
They'll
about
love
that.
hearing
Especially
that, by the way.
Parents. Wow.
From us seasoned, we've been there. We did it the hard way.
Yeah.
You don't know how easy you have it.
People bring food to your door.
Yeah.
It's not, geez, anytime I had to go to the mall with my kids, it was, especially my son, it was such a big production. This would be wonderful. We're just going to go for a ride, kids, and when we come home, we will have purchases.
Right. Yeah, there's no, dealing with them in the checkout lane.
Right.
No buckling and unbuckling, and who's going to push the cart? Who's going to get the truck cart at the grocery store? Nope, someone already has it. We can't use it.
Yep. No grabbing stuff off the shelves or crying for something that they see that they want. Oh, so nice. No having to, get them into and out of the stroller and fold the giant stroller and put it in the back of the car. Just so many advantages. Parents of young kids should totally be lobbying for this. Although they're probably just so desperate to get out. It's please, let me into another building besides my house.
Right.
Preferably alone.
Yes.
But it seems like there should be some applications for all this technology that we have amassed. All these practices. I mean, I got to think delivery people are getting bigger tips now that everybody's paying online.
I hope so.
And not. Yeah. Well, I mean, because if we use, I'm making my husband and daughter be in charge of all the takeout stuff, the order out. So they're using either Grubhub or DoorDash or maybe both. And they pay for it with a credit card online. And it just sort of doesn't give you a choice not to give a tip. It's sort of which of these large amounts do you want to give? So and I'm do you want to drive there? If you don't want to drive there, you pay the money. It's fine. So, but probably if they had been delivering it and we had been handing them cash, it would be less. That should motivate them to want to keep doing it.
Right.
I think everybody should, we should just Zoom everything. I think I'd just stay in my house and have all human contact through the computer screen. It'll be fine.
Our city has recently announced how they're going to handle fireworks. Because most neighboring places have said, no, we're just not doing them. And usually there's a whole full day's worth of events and, activities on the day of. But So they're not doing any of that because there's, big crowds. But they are going to do I forget they used the word for it, but basically they're going to shoot the fireworks really high so that you can see them from more places. So you could stay home and watch them from your own home.
Oh, well, they should totally do that every year.
Right. Isn't that a good idea?
I would sit outside my house and look at the fireworks, but I ain't going to go there in the crush of people doing it.
Right. I mean, we've always been we've never had to go anywhere because they shoot them off. People go to the park right by our house to watch them.
Right.
So we've always been very lucky that we don't have to deal with the crowds and the parking and all that stuff. So yeah, now they're saying they're shooting them off from a different place and they're doing this some special way to make them go really high. So I thought that was very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Nice. I mean, why did we have to be all together for all that stuff anyway? I don't know. Some things are just okay doing it. Maybe that's the Canadian in me. We're okay.
Into our natural hermit tendencies.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Well, as you know, we'll just keep podcasting the way we always have.
Yep.
It is inherently socially distant. So thank you for listening. And that's it for today's round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.